Hello and welcome. I hope you're doing well today. Streaming issues again, apparently. You are in the right place. My view's a little bit different. I'm a little bit different. I hope you are happy and healthy and doing well. This is the right place for you to be because if you leave, you'll probably miss something that you didn't want to miss. Um, Hey, everybody. I had a special guest all the way from Johannesburg, South Africa, scheduled. I had a very busy day, very busy week um, with Total Coatings. Um, and I got home about a half hour ago. And so, anyways, I'm glad that you're here. I really, truly am, because we're going to talk about some stuff. But what I want to do is play this video. I did this last time, I think. I don't recall. Yeah. Um, and I want to play this video though because I've been doing this for a long time. I have. Um, I'm going to say 2017 approximately. I started doing these videos. Um, it morphed itself to the point where I have the LWN Live with Nature Foundation. That is a 501c3. Um, I'm pretty proud of that. So it's tax deductible if you make a donation, and I need your support, folks. Uh, I've got a lot of support, but if this is the first time you're watching, I would love for you to go to the website. Okay, sign in on that website. I am working on that to make it better. That's what I've been doing most of my broadcasting career, making it better. Hopefully you like it. I know that like I said, I've got a lot of good friends, and I'm really, really thankful for that because I mean, if I wasn't touching people, and I didn't think that this is worthwhile, I wouldn't be doing it because I could do other things. I could. Um, but what I want you to know is it is important to me that you know that I am a servant. I'm a servant of God. Um, hey, I see ums and ahs. I got to get rid of the ums and ahs. Um, see, how do you like that? Um, I'm a servant of God, and that's why I created the foundation. The bottom line is this: I bring what I feel to be quality content. This quality content is empowering. It's inspirational. It's motivational. It's the opportunity to learn, grow, apply some principles. I have some great guests that I bring on all the time. And we're supposed to be having Valentine tonight, but you know what? He's not going to be able to make that this evening. That is a difficult thing. I'm sorry to hear that that is the case for him. I guess he just doesn't realize that, this is serious for me. This is a TV show. We are on E360 TV. But I'm also going to social media, and that's where most of my friends are. And I love that part. But this is what I want to tell you. I don't always have a lot of time because I work most of the time, truly. And because I work most of the time, I don't scroll and spend a bunch of time on social media like I used to. I just don't do that anymore. If you're doing that, this is what I want to say. I've been listening to Greg Braden today. Greg Braden is a geologist, but actually he is so wise and so smart. And I want you to go look him up on YouTube. It's Greg Gregg Braden, Braden. He is really awesome. He's talking about how, I don't know how you guys feel, but I know how I feel. I know that my job, not my day job, my job is to talk about the Lord. Hopefully you're inspired to want to have the kind of same things that I have, from the aspect I am. I'm joyous, I'm grateful, I'm thankful, beyond belief that I'd be on TV. Here I am. And the next thing you know, um, I'm going to be able to work at this full time and then even make it better. So in the meantime, boy, yeah, it's not scripted. But I tell you what, I amazed myself. So this is what I want to do next. Um, I I'm an advocate for the homeless, for the mental health community, for cancer community, and an advocate against human trafficking. Um, I'm also a member and a buddy for the CBL for CB4L, Healing Through Connections, cancer community. I want to play their video right now because I do this because I support the organization. I want you to support the organization too. Just take a listen to this and see how this hits you. And if it hits you well, I want you to leave me a message. Say, yeah, that's interesting. Or if you want to be involved, I can help you be involved too as well. Here we go.
Life is so fragile, and we're constantly reminded just how fragile life can be, especially when we or a loved one is told we have cancer. Cancer survivor myself, I can tell you, we still feel very alone in this journey.
There's a study that's been shown that patients who are socially isolated have a worse prognosis, have a worse outcome than patients who are socially interconnected.
Buddies for Life is a non-profit cancer support group for those whose life has been impacted by cancer. Humor, hope, heart, and hugs.
Humor, hope, heart, hugs, and a whole lot of love.
Share this with your friends and family and support this community in every way you can. No one should face cancer alone.
I am a chemo buddy for life.
We are a Buddies Network.
No one does cancer alone.
Be a buddy.
And we are all here for you as a community of love.
We are chemo buddies for life.
And if you've heard 3 words, you have cancer, for yourself or someone else, you belong with us at Chemo Buddies for Life.
Healing through connections.
I really, really love that community. Tamara Hunter, Carolyn Brown, Barbara Beckley, she was on my show. So was Carolyn. Joy. She's so awesome. I just know a bunch of people from that group. You probably saw me on that video. That was many years ago, several. I don't know when, probably 2020, something like that. But what I want to do is just, and we can all learn. That's why I do this, so that I can learn too. I learn from our guests, but I also like to hear myself in the past and look back at that. And so I'd like to play some of that video. Let me bring that part on. 1 minute here, and I'll bring it on. To the community, that community is you. Welcome. It's a brand new day today, and we can paint the canvas of this painting any way we choose. It is up to us. It's all a matter of our thinking and our perceptions. And our thinking and our perceptions are controlled by a couple things. Most of our thinking is a result of our subconscious mind, which is our belief system, which is the things that we have made agreements with ourselves, whether we agree or disagree. It becomes the automatic response based on situations that come up in our life. And a lot of this stuff we learned as a kid, as we were, they say now, true, and I believe it. I never did, but yes, even in the womb, the baby's learning. Baby's learning, and it's sensing its surroundings. It's whether it's calm or whether it's there's turmoil or anxiety. Senses all of that till about 7 years old. And we're observing and we're seeing how things are working in the world, and then we're adopting the things, these patterns that we see happening as our behavior. And it sets the tone for the routines that we practice in our life. Some of us have very healthy routines. I know for myself, I didn't have a healthy routine for a long time. Plain and simple. Some of us have routines that are very mundane, pretty boring. Same thing every day. Get up, shower, go to work, come home, have dinner, watch TV, go to bed. But what I had to do is try and spice my life up a little bit. That's what I've done. I've taken on a lot of stuff. That's what I've done. A lot of projects. It keeps me really busy. Now that's a good thing because it keeps me out of trouble, all right? Because I used to do a lot of things in my spare time that weren't so healthy. So these routines become habits because we do them over and over and over and over again. And so one of the things that I decided to do was to implement a healthy routine into my life. And it takes a lot of work. It takes consistency. And that's a key part of it, is consistency, doing the same thing over and over and over again. And if you want to be joyful and you want to enjoy, really like living, having a good time, making the best of it, because I think that when it really comes down to it, that's what everybody wants to be happy. I don't think most people are happy being unhappy. And so for me to change my being unhappy to happiness, I implemented this following healthy routine for myself. I started getting up early, really early. This morning I slept in, which was good because I stayed up late. So part of a good routine is getting enough sleep. We have to take care of our bodies, our minds, and our souls so that we can be the best person that we can possibly be. But before I even get my feet on the ground in the morning, I've already said a prayer of gratitude. My mind's still not functioning, but it's become such a habit that the moment that I basically wake up, open my eyes, it's like, thank you, Lord. Thank you for another day. Thank you for this opportunity to be able to learn, to grow, to meet some really cool people today. Help me to be able to be the best person I can possibly be, to enjoy my life and the experiences that I'm about to have today. Allow me to be able to be a positive influence on others. Thank you for my family. Thank you for my children. Thank you for my friends. Thank you for the opportunity and the ability to be able to come out here and do this video, Lord. So by being grateful, I'm setting the stage for my day. Because when you start thinking happy thoughts, it creates happiness within us. It creates joy. And one of the things that I know that I wasn't was very grateful for the things that I had in my life. Well, I had to learn to become grateful. And I did that more than any time in my entire life, a little over 10 years ago, when I was drinking and driving, went to jail, lost everything, ended up homeless, something that I would have never even imagined or thought of in my life. And yet there I was, living in the woods of Sarasota here. I took a lot of things for granted. I took it for granted that I thought that I could actually consume alcohol and drive responsibly, because it didn't work out so well. But it did work out well, because it helped me become grateful for the little things. Because when you have nothing, something is better than nothing. You know, it is. For the sleeping bag that I had. And as I started, moving along, well, for the food bank that had bread and maybe some Danish, a salad, the other food banks that might have had some meat, but then again, okay, where are you cooking the meat, right? Right. Oh, well, then I was able to get a little Coleman stove. I could heat water now, so I could have hot coffee instead of cold coffee. Although cold coffee's okay. A lot of people like iced coffee. But gratitude for even the smallest things is a really super important factor. So then my day is starting with gratitude. And then what I'm doing is I'm putting positive information. I'm listening lately to Joyce Meyer, a spiritual warrior, a Bible study minister that has great stories about particularly Jesus and the things that he did, and about life in general. And so I'm putting good information into my brain. It's either spiritual or it's motivational or inspirational story. It's not turning on the TV and watching the news and finding out all this terrible stuff that's going on in the universe these days. I pretty much cut that out. I rarely watch news anymore. It's just too depressing. So then I focus on the things I need to do for the tasks for this foundation, for the LWN Live with Nature Foundation, my nonprofit, which evolved out of this gratitude, out of healthy routines, out of surrounding myself with positive people that in most cases are much smarter than I am, so that I can learn from them, that I can try and emulate them in my life. Now, one of the things that I need to do better is get it into my routine on eating breakfast, because I tend to not eat breakfast regularly. But that's a super important of the healthy routine, is getting some nourishment when we get started in the morning, getting some exercise as well. So my point is simple: adopt a healthy routine and live a healthy lifestyle, and you can be joyful, happy, healthy, and learn to love every single day of your life. This might sound tough for some people, and I know it's tough, particularly if we're coping through unhealthy habits, which is one of the habits I had. Remember, I said that there's healthy habits and unhealthy habits? Well, one of my unhealthy habits was drinking. That's where I thought that I was going to get peace. It was going to make life easier. It was copping out, not coping, copping out. Yeah, not facing life for what it had. And when you face life for exactly as it presents, whether it appears to be good or not, there actually is something good involved in everything. And even if it's bad and it creates sadness, or let's hope for temporary depression, not long term, because we need to embrace every moment for it, accept it for what it was, and move forward. in a positive manner. So by putting positive information, surrounding yourself with positive people, implementing a healthy routine, replacing this, and I was never there, but there's a lot of people there that, particularly the drug addicts or the alcoholics. I mean, the first thing they do isn't gratitude, or they might be grateful for the bottle of vodka sitting next to the bed that they take a drink of and get their day started. Phew, boy, it's a tough way to go. I certainly had done it, not regularly, but my goodness, that's not so healthy. That doesn't put us in a right frame of mind. If we have a clear head, clear mind, based upon gratitude, we can enjoy our life. We can see things for what they truly are instead of seeing things for what we think that they are, which is the truth, but it might not be real or real good, right? So I want you to have a happy life. Part of my routine is doing these videos. I had taken a break from the Sunrise DayBreakers Tribe. That's who you are. You're one of the tribe members. We appreciate you. If you're watching on Facebook, share this on out. Let people know. Because what we're doing is we're welcoming in a brand new day. It's spectacular. The fact that you're here, it means something to me. The fact that you're alive is awesomeness, right? So we get to listen to the birds. It's a little bit of a chill in the air, which is a great thing for Florida, because I tell you, before we know it, it's going to be super duper hot. And, enjoy the cool while we have it. Yeah, grateful for the cold weather. I try and be grateful for everything. And I implement this healthy routine. And part of that routine then is for me to get myself ready after the video, go to work, be able to make somebody smile, come home, deal with the tasks that I have, take some time like I did last night, go visit a friend, get some rest, get back up. Yes, life can be somewhat mundane, but that's okay. I caution you, don't get too comfortable. Because when you're in a comfort zone, there's going to be no growth. No growth at all. It's just going to be. So welcome to the Sunrise DayBreakers. Thank you for joining me. Let's watch the sun come up. Let's listen to the birds. They're singing to us. We'll enjoy a brand new day. Remember, I said that you can paint the canvas of this day any way you choose. It is up to us. It's a choice. Ah, see, that's so beautiful, right? Good morning, Bella Watson. Good morning, Brandy Lee Gallegos. Thank you for joining. So now it's just an opportunity you can use it for meditation. Part of this healthy routine. That was pretty awesome. It was pretty awesome. And I want everybody to know that this isn't the Sunrise DayBreakers. This is Influential Leadership Series. I want everybody to know that, you're okay how you are. It doesn't matter how you are. But we have a choice to be able to make life happy, or to enjoy our misery. And I enjoyed a lot of misery in the past, and I really don't like it anymore. And so I haven't been having a miserable life. I want you to have a great life. I know that for me, my turnaround was accepting the fact that Jesus died for my sins, John 3:16, For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him shall not perish, but shall have everlasting life. You need to know that you can be eternal. Absolutely. I think we're all eternal. Energy does not die, it changes form. We're in a difficult time. And people have said that forever, right? Forever. But you know what? I think that I guess I want to tell a story. I want to tell a story. Yeah, this guy here, Rick Warren, Purpose Driven Life. What I did was this, read an article out of the Rolling Stone magazine, and it was 15 pages, and this was some time ago. And it was with an atheist, and it was with Rick Warren, who is a pastor in Southern California. And yeah, he's written a bunch of books, certainly The Purpose Driven Life was one that I've read and, helped people with in the past. But listening to him talk with this atheist was interesting. And at the end of the 14 pages, this is what he said. You know what? Even if I'm wrong, I know that I lived a good life. I was a servant for the community. I was kind. I was considerate. I was compassionate. I was helpful and grateful. Certainly grateful for the Lord, grateful for his congregation. And in the end, if there's nothing else, then I know that I lived a good life. And that's what's important to me, because it's not what I bank on. I know that the Lord has blessed me. He can bless you too. But we have to want to desire the transformational change. And if we don't desire transformational change, growing, learning, adapting, adaptation is different, kind of. We don't want to have to adapt because, the world is a very crazy place these days. I want to caution everybody that the sooner we all get right with God, the happier our life will be, period. And that's a good thing. Unless you enjoy the misery. If you do, that's okay too. But there's so much more to life. And being prepared now is the important factor. Don't believe everything you see, hear, and read. I believe that there has been a lot of misinformation out there, and we have to have discernment of what's real, what's not real. What I know is real is, the Lord. The Bible is the most read book on the planet. The disciples went out and told others about the joy of Jesus Christ. Did the world change? Yeah, it changed. And so many people have the opportunity to enjoy their everyday life, but we have to want to do it. And so that's what the important factor is, doing something about life. So I will say that complacency is not a happy place for me. I don't want to be complacent. I want to learn more. I'm still learning more. I want to focus on our foundation. I want to focus on the fact that we want to open a safe house. I want to do my part for the community. I've been doing this for years. I'm still doing it the same way, saying the same stuff. I'm not maybe as eloquent as some people that I watch, I tell you, but maybe I'll get better. But just know this: I care about you. It doesn't matter what you as a person or what I as a person have done. It matters about what we do today, because today is present. It is a gift. What we do today will impact tomorrow. What we've done in the past is just that, past. It's history. It's a memory. Um, if I spend all my time thinking about particularly that I'm not good, I'm not worthy, everybody says this to me, just know this: you are special, you are unique, you are loved. I love you. I might even not even know you, right? But I love you because you know what? I care about community, and our communities need to pull together in these tough times. We need to reinforce each other. We need to be the tribe. You saw me talking about the Sunrise DayBreakers Tribe. You know, that was getting up in the morning and watching the sun come up. And when we step into the light, yeah, it's bright. It's like, wow. Um, or we step into the dark, and I've been in the darkness and I don't like being there anymore. So I had to do something different, and that's what I'm doing. Something different. Um so yeah, my plans did not work out at all today, right? It didn't. But I'm still here. And did I think about not being here? Yeah, I sure did. Today I thought about that. But I'm here. I'm here because I care about you. I care about the message of love. I am love. You are love. We are love. Together, our loving thoughts create destiny. They create destiny. They can create gratitude and joy, happiness, and peace in the meantime. And that's pretty fun. So I don't have a lot more to say tonight. It's going to be a little bit short. I really wish Valentine had been here. He's not. Um, and so we'll work on trying to bring him back on the show. That's going to be the plan. Um, I'm just not prepared tonight is the bottom line, when I didn't have my guest, and then I had to think about what am I going to say, and I didn't have any notes wrote up. But what I shared with you is like, yeah, today was a difficult, hard day, a half an hour to actually get ready for this show. But I did it, and that's the important factor. And I want you to do it. I want you to take the time to decide that life is worth living, and challenges are all part of this journey, right? The journey. And when we're grateful for even the tough stuff like this, like I'm grateful even though Valentine's not here, you know, Am I disappointed? A little bit disappointed, but that's okay. Because he can't be here for whatever reason. The last time we've been trying to, well, he's been on my show before, years ago. He's such a dynamic Toastmaster, by the way. But he's also been having connection problems. So, what the heck? Who knows why? It doesn't even matter why. It just matters that I'm here. You're here. Excuse me. And I see that we have a viewer. Oh, yeah. Helps if my my mouse works. It makes it easier on me. Okay, John Bentley. Okay, John, we appreciate you too. You've been on the show. By the way, folks, he is in a competition. So we want to vote for him, right? Because he is a great host, a lover of God, very well spoken. He's just a great guy. And go on to YouTube. I've got the video up there. We've got this is on E360 TV. You can check it out on Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple and Android TV. I'm just gonna stop. I'm making it up, not making up a lie, making up what I'm going to say as we go. And that's okay. I support Total Coatings. It is a company that I started 2006. It's still going. And I do want to just go ahead and play their commercial. It's a good company. If you're thinking about refinishing, look them up. Total Coatings, and coatings is spelled with a K, TOTALKOATINGS.com. If you're in Sarasota, Manatee. We can make your bathtub look like brand new, and it's safe and it's non-toxic. So yeah, I really love them. That's why I'm going to play this next commercial. Here we go.
We let our bathtub go too long. It had rust in it. It had deep pitting in it. There were chips. I, quite frankly, thought it was unrepairable.
Total Coatings is a family-owned and operated bathtub and shower refinishing company. We've been around since 2006, but we use a exclusive non-toxic porcelain coating that was developed over 60 years ago by a franchise in California. So the product is very well established. We refinish bathtubs, showers, wall tile, countertops, and even sinks. Customers want to know what makes our product different, and that's, of course, the exclusive non-toxic porcelain. We also don't acid etch the surface, so you don't have to leave your home because of noxious fumes.
I was completely and utterly shocked. It looked like a brand new bathtub. I would recommend Total Coatings to anybody.
I'm back. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do, though. If you have questions about the Sunrise DayBreakers Tribe, the morning sunrise videos, let me know. I got my mouse back. That's kind of nice. I want to put our website up. It is stephenrsmith.org. Check it out. Send me a message. info@stephenrsmith.org. I've got videos, clips. So I'll just do this because this one was about unlocking self-love with John Spender. He was on the show. He's an author. He's a really awesome guy. So I'm just going to run through some of these because I think that they're important to listen to. So let me just figure out what I need to do. All right. probably this, and probably
Dr.
this.
Jenny, yeah, Dr. Jenny said about learning how to love aspects of ourselves that, you know, we maybe feel ashamed of or we're not proud of, and learning to elevate that part of ourselves. And so I find that, yeah, self-love is huge. You know, can you love yourself? And you said that, well, you know, I learned how to look into a mirror and say, you know, I love you, Stephen. And I feel that that's huge. If you can, you know, be your own, if you can love yourself, then you can love others. I think you said that as well. And so I feel that that's a really good starting point. If you love yourself, then actually pretty much everything else will fall into place.
It
And
does kind of, doesn't
it
it?
really does, yeah. And
You know,
I would probably just say, you know, what do you value? What are your values? Do you have a top 5 things that you value?
what do you value? I'd like to know. Hopefully you value your life because your life is important. I mean, you know, have I thought about suicide in the past? Yeah. I mean, it's like, you know, I'll just do everybody a favor thing. It's like, well, thankfully I've never tried it. I'm really I'm grateful I did not try that. But love yourself. You need to love yourself. And when we love ourselves, we're able to love others better. Let's just do the next video.
And that's what the LWN is all about, is helping to ground people, their spirituality, helping, you know, to be present. And a lot of people in society, most, right? They're not fully present to enjoy life. So they're haunted by their past, or they're, you know, hijacked by an imagined future.
Pretty cool. Dr. Jenny, she's really awesome. And I believe that this is Joy.
And I'm very aware that a lot of the programs that I'm trained in and that I teach and certify people in, I love giving them the rod, the fishing rod, so they can go out and fish, they can go out and feed others. You know, these tools are also being used in wounded warrior programs and also for first responders.
That's really cool. Joy is a coach. She is a master, I believe, in NLP, neuro-linguistic programming. You can change your life. And it is about what we think and then how to think the right things, because our thoughts have power, they have energy. And when you think bad stuff, then, you know, you wonder why bad things happen. Well, it's because you're thinking bad stuff. So, you know, every day I have to learn, I have to grow, I have to work on being a better person. It is a matter of consistency. I love the opportunity to be able to share my experiences with people. I know that you're okay, I'm okay, everybody's really okay. Use discernment before you just decide what's the next choice. Gratitude is a key, period. Gratitude is a key. And acceptance. That's one of my other things that I certainly, John 3:16, I love that, because you know what? We all have the opportunity for forever life with the Lord. And I just think, wow. I am so grateful. I am so grateful. Many things have not been the way that I wanted them to be lately, and that's okay. That's okay, because it was all learning and growing experience. And when we recognize that we have the opportunity to learn and grow, life can get good. Life can get really good. I told you I'm not prepared. We wished that Valentine was here. I'll work on trying to bring him back. He is a great guy. Um, Johannesburg, South Africa. Pretty cool. We have a worldwide following, people from all over and different thinking, different beliefs, and but all together we need each other. And that's what we need to do is take time to love one another, support each other, and enjoy life. So I will be back. Oh yeah. Um, Jay Rise, Jason is his name. He will be with us on Monday. That's going to be a really great learning experience, and I know that he's going to be coming. That much I know. Somehow or another, people need to know that when I do this stuff, it makes it difficult, when I don't have my guests, especially when it's like that's what the show is, right? So, if you happen to watch this and you're an upcoming guest, I just need you to be here. Thank you. God bless you, everyone. I believe that you can have the greatest day you've had in a long, long time. All you have to do is want it. Start with wanting it, and then decide what is that beautiful day. Start building around that. And is it going to the lake? Is it going into nature? Is it going on the boat? Is it visiting a friend? Whatever it might be, just go there, do it, have fun today, tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday. We got a weekend. I know that I'm going to a great weekend event, and I'm excited about it. I'll share more information about that later. But in the meantime, join me Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be well, be blessed, know that you're loved. And you know what? I'm not in charge time-wise. I'm not in charge of really anything anymore because, I put the Lord in charge, and then all the rest just happens. And so, you know what? It can happen for you. Rejoice in the difficult times because those are opportunities for us to learn and for us to grow. And when we're willing to do that, our life gets good. It truly does. Alrighty, folks. We're going to get out of here a little bit early. Thanks for joining me. Truly, thanks for joining. I appreciate you. And I am hoping that you have a great weekend. All right. We'll see you Monday. Bye for now.